Sophie. And nice meeting you. Okay, almost one of the side Dixie, okay?
We work on a level system here. That means that every patient who enters comes in at level 1. Level 1 is kind of the base, and then you move up the levels. Each level basically affords you different privileges, and if you get pushed down a level, it affords you different limitations, but we're going to work towards a positive direction.
When I was 7, my mother took me to the pediatrician for, I think it was an ear infection or something, and the pediatrician said, "What are you going to do about your daughter's weight?" And my mother said, "What do you mean, what am I going to do about her weight?" She's 7. And what's wrong with her weight? And he said, "Well, she's fat." And he said, "She's fat? She's 7 years old. This is baby fat." They started me with a dietitian at age 7. I remember specifically it was a 1,000-calorie meal plan. And after I took off 6 pounds, they gave me a Snoopy notebook, and I thought that was the greatest thing. Because it was positive reinforcement. I thought, hey, this is great.
You're going to smile for me?
Every few weeks or so, I would binge and purge. I would just do it over and over and over again for 3-4 days, and it usually wound up resulting in dehydration and hospitalization, because I would also use diuretics, use hydrochlorothiazide and laxatives and enemas and Ipecac. I could tell you about one particular binge. There was nothing enjoyable about it. I started out that morning at Dunkin' Donuts, and I had gotten a dozen donuts. I went to Burger King and had gotten 3 biscuits, and they gave me like a bacon and cheese croissant. Then I went to McDonald's and ordered a few breakfast items as well. And then I went by the grocery store and picked up a few items for after breakfast. 2 half gallons of ice cream, 2 bottles of whipped cream, I don't know, these little pastry things, and peanut butter, and marshmallows. I went home and had the donuts and the breakfasts from McDonald's and Burger King. But at that point, I was so stuffed, I thought I was going to die. I think I had chest pains, and so I purged, and then had the rest of it. And then for lunch, went out and did it again.
Any restricting?
Yeah, it's usually restricting. I try to keep my calories under 200 a day. I tried so hard to find satisfaction through other accomplishments, but nothing measured up to this one. And I remember at one point years ago thinking, so be it. I mean, this is what I really want. This is the one thing that I want so bad. I just want to be thin. So if it takes dying to get there, so be it. At least I'll get there.
It's not, okay. When you're finished eating at 20 till the staff can sign up your shit.
Not a problem.
To do is to do an outline. Stand back here for a second and take a look at it and tell me what you think when you're looking at it.
I think it's about accurate, but The arms might be bulging out just a little too much. That's a stocky person.
Stocky man. It does look pretty masculine, so I'm just curious as to what that means for you with your eating disorder and your body image. That this is the kind of image that you see for yourself.
I think that I think that I'm short and stocky.
What are your thoughts?
For a fleeting moment, I thought, no, it can't be. You made a mistake. You went in too far.
What do you think, looking at this now?
I see problem areas. I don't want recovery. I don't want anything to do with it. I want my children to have a normal life, but I don't want it. Why I went in the Air Force?
No.
Nobody knows why I went in the Air Force. To this day, it's a mystery. Why do you go in the Air Force? I went in the Air Force to lose weight. It was the middle of a desert storm, and I went in the Air Force to lose weight. I thought if I live a rigorous lifestyle, I will stay thin.
My strong feeling is that there is a part of you that wants recovery. Not for your children, not to appease your family, but for you.
The kids. The kids. I don't want to leave them without a mother. They didn't ask to be brought into this world. And they're the only thing and people in my life that I've ever known how to love, like truly love. I don't know how to show love to people. And in a way, they're the better side of me. They're all the good in me. And I have an opportunity to do it all over again with them and do it right this time. But I haven't. And I can't seem to do it.
Happened, it seems like, the last week and a half. What does everybody think?
Last week we talked about it's just so negative here and it's so chaotic and it's so dramatic, but only we can turn that around. And I was feeling at my lowest a few days ago, but the fact of the matter is the other night I really, really thought about it, and part of me, for a fleeting moment, imagined a better life. and maybe, no pun intended, but wants to taste recovery. I was talking to a group of people and I said, well, from here on out, I mean, there may be days that I don't want to get out of bed and I don't think I could go on, but I'm going to give it everything I got. And so I made a pact with a couple of people in here that I was going to do it. And they said, okay, I'll do it. And really the only requirement to join this pact is, number one, you need to make positive choices. You need to be willing to not break the rules here in any way. And you need to be willing to try to give it everything you have. So if there's anybody else who would like to join me in turning Renfrew into a positive place,
You see that someone that we care about is basically killing themselves.
I just want everyone to let me die.
I've watched someone die. It's not a pleasant sight. And I can imagine losing a child. I mean, try to think about your mother. She wanted you to have life, and now you're just ending it because you want to be thin.
My son is everything to me. My kids are everything to me. I chose to bring him into this world. He's an innocent kid, and when he was 2 years old, I used him to feed my disorder every night. Gotta give Josh a bath, gotta give Josh a bath, gotta give Josh a bath. Took him in the shower, turned him this way so he could play with his toys while I did this down the drain. That's pathetic. Disgusting. I lost a child, believe me. I've miscarried. That's what life becomes. I don't watch TV. I haven't seen any movies. I have no friends. The only thing in my life is this. I get on the scale, I get off the scale. I get on the scale, I get off the scale. I go out and run, I come back. I get on the scale, change my underwear 7 times before I leave the house in the morning. I change my clothes over and over and over again at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's the only thing that matters. That's pathetic.
No, I miss doing that.
If you don't mind, I'm going to sign here. So you have plans for this evening?
No,
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
Is it going to be okay?
It's gonna have to be.
Okay. 50. You can call us if you need us. You know that. You know our number. Seriously, if you're not going to be okay, pick up the phone.
Okay, I will.
Okay? Because you've worked very hard.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're gonna start with the nachos.
Wings, 10 of them?
Yeah. Can I get that buffalo calamari Caesar salad? But can I have the dressing on the side? I went all out tonight for last night. I'm gonna do this like real people do it. I don't know how that is. I'm nervous. What are you nervous about? Hating it. I'm hating here, so where do I go? I'm eating your kids. Might as well eat it like normal people. Bye. You're okay? Call me. I will. I'll call you when I get home. Call me. Okay. Bye. Any more cone?
Thank you.